What's going on, guys? Sam Adams here, and welcome to The Drop, which is a weekly series right here on the YouTube channel every single Monday where I go through the top video game releases of the week and let you guys know what new games are coming out just in case you do want to pick up something new. And this week we're going to be talking about 3 games that I thought were worth mentioning, and one of them is a little bit less than reputable. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. So first off, we have King's Quest Chapter 2 Rebel Without a Cause coming to PC, old generation, and new generation consoles. And this is a 5-chapter kind of storytelling type game, and of course this, as I said, is the second chapter. And so pretty much what's going on is that King Graham is on an adventure with his granddaughter. He's getting older in age, and so he's reflecting on his life, how his kingdom actually came to be. And so each of these chapters is pretty much focusing on one flashback or part of King Graham's life, which I thought was a pretty interesting way to do things. But if you are interested in this and you do own a PlayStation 4, if you want to try out the first episode of A King's Quest, which is A Night to Remember, then you can check that out for free in December on the PlayStation Plus lineup, which I thought was a pretty awesome thing to, kind of line it up with the release of the second chapter. But where this kind of game really shines, or specifically where this game really shines, is the voice acting lineup, because it is quite impressive. The most notable of these names is actually Christopher Lloyd, who is Doc Brown in Back to the Future. So I thought that was pretty cool, and if you are interested in a new kind of storytelling game focusing on a legendary game franchise, then you might want to check out A King's Quest Chapter 2 and Chapter 1, especially if you're on the PlayStation 4. Next up, Wii U is finally getting Minecraft. Yeah, that's right, Minecraft Wii U Edition is coming out for $29.99, and so pretty much it's exactly what you would expect from any kind of Minecraft, except it's running on the Wii U's hardware, which I actually suspect works fairly well, especially considering that you could have your entire inventory down on the Wii U screen, which is how I hope they did it. But if you do have a Wii U and you do want to pick up Minecraft, now is finally the time to do so, and I guess whenever it comes down to it, better late than never, right, Mojang? So finally, last but not least, this week we have Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5 making its way to the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 for $29.99, which is not a very hopeful price tag for a game that's boasting Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. But of course, it was released earlier this year on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One with abysmal ratings. In fact, Metacritic gave it a 1.5, GameSpot gave it a 3 out of 10, which translates to a 1.5 out of 5, and IGN actually gave it a 3.5 out of 10, and I'm pretty sure that's after taking some bribes from Activision. Ultimately, what I think happened is that Activision's contract to make Tony Hawk's Pro Skater games is running out. It actually runs out at the end of 2015, so I suspect that probably towards the middle of 2014, towards the end of 2014 maybe, they said, let's just go ahead and pump out a game as quickly as possible and wring out all of these hardcore longtime fans for every last penny that we possibly can. At least that's what I am guessing. But as I said, this was a pretty abysmal release on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. I actually rented it on the Xbox One, and my copy of the game wouldn't even play on day one, which was very, very disappointing. So whenever I heard that this was coming out on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, my first assumption was that this might actually run smoother because, the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 take less to accomplish a, steady frame rate. But at a price point of $29.99, I don't exactly have my hopes up. So if you do plan on buying this game, please rent it from Redbox, borrow it from a friend who's rich and just goes out and buys these kind of things. Go down to your local Blockbuster if that's still a thing, but I definitely wouldn't recommend getting this one on day one, especially on the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. So there you guys have it. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, drop me a like down below and comment what games you are going to be picking up this week. Do you have a Wii U, and have you really been wanting Minecraft for that for quite a while? Are you a huge Tony Hawk's Pro Skater fan and you're looking forward to the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 version regardless? Or are there any other games that I missed this week that you are excited for? Let me know in the comments section down below. And if you are new to the channel or you've never seen any of my other content, I do upload new stuff like 3 or 4 days a week depending on the week. So there's always something new right here on the channel when you drop by to watch some videos. And as always, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for watching this particular video. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.